right. An exclusive deep dive into the 6. Okay, she look good, chat. Hey, why they on a magazine? Hey, hold on, why they got Jason and Lucia on a magazine like they actual real people? Crazy. Let me see. The pressure of Grand Theft Auto 6 to deliver a holy grail game is enormous. We talked to Rockstar's epic team of creating talent. So this ain't Strauss Zelnick talking. This Rockstar. Ooh, hold on. Okay. Babbitt. GTA 6 the Autumn 2026 issue. Why they on front covers of magazines? Like, Jason and Lucia got more motion than human beings. Like, this is crazy. Like, they got more motion than me, and they not real. They own a magazine, gang. All right, so Lucia wears all clothes and glasses stock. 305. Who that? 305? That's the name of the spot. Jason wears all clothes and glasses. Nola. Why they got brands for real? I got that Fotokicho Tushi. Like, what? Okay. Oh, shit. I really like light skins with curly hair. This is my thing, chat. Like, holy shit, she look good. Anyways, yeah. This is from the Autumn 2026 issue. They got clothes drops. Lucia wears archive dress for Ferikuyo Tushi. That's the name of the brand. But hell no. What is... I'm a rock star. All right. This one, 2026 Autumn. Jason wears archive jacket. And so they got a fashion show going on. This is from Nola. Top this, that custom made jewelry. He got custom made jewelry from Johnny Day. Ollie, who is that? This is Bay Lux. Shit. Damn. What the fuck? Woo! Whoa! Why she look good? Like, damn. It's gonna get real wicked in GTA 6. It is. It really is. Like, we get to look at a dog. I think we can have pets in this one in GTA 6. Like, she look amazing, chat. Oh my gosh. Completely different than she looked in the last screenshot. Like I said, GTA 6 is gonna ruin a lot of relationships. These women in this game is like too realistic looking and way better than the ones we see in real life so far. I see some better, but they up there. Baylux wears dress and glasses. Stock 305. Stock 305 is the name of the store or brand. Custom made chains. Okay. Yeah. Caliber boots. Why they fashion like they really got some like, okay, this courtesy of Rockstar Games. They went on a little fashion show. Okay. Boy, hell no. Yo, booby. Boy, hey, no, boy, slow down. Slow it down. We're about to take you serious. You let somebody I know, gang. Booby Ike wears shirt Balakors. I gotta hit him say these words. I don't know. He big though. He might beat me up. But you chop. I'm like, what the fuck? Roxy? Damn. I just gotta get that under control. That shirt ain't gonna fit. Roxy, baddest. She on a dirt bike. No, she can't ride no dirt bike. They just doing this for the photo. She look good though. Curly hair and all that. Roxy wears all stock 305. Glasses. Freddy Cujo custom made, custom chains, caliber. Everybody got custom chains. You think I'm gonna get a millimeter chain? And they got Raw in here. He clean. Yeah, he chilling. Raw Batista wears vintage shirt. Nola. Nola is the brand. Glasses. This is the hat. Courtesy of Rockstar Games. So this little fashion show. What else they got for us? It's been 13 years since Rockstar Games released GTA 5, one of the most acclaimed, controversial video games of all time. And it's been roughly the same amount of time since work has begun on this sequel. So they confirm it's been in production for, 10 years? Grand Theft Auto 6, which transports the action from San Andreas, closely inspired by real-life Southern California, to Leonida, based on Florida, not just Miami. That's more than a decade of anticipation, meaning there is an unprecedented pressure on the follow-up to meet expectations. As Rob Nelson, head of development and co-studio head at Rockstar North, tells Days. However, I don't know that any amount of external pressure could compare with the pressure we put on ourselves as a team. That's good to hear. They ain't worried about that stuff. If you accept that video games are an art form, then Rockstar Games has produced two of the most significant works of the 21st century so far. Okay, they talking their shit. Talk it then, GTA, Rockstar. All the boys dissing you, saying all this stuff. Man, not hearing all that. GTA 5 in the Western theme adventure Red Dead 2 Redemption. The numbers speak for themselves in 2013. The former broke the record for the fastest selling entertainment product of all time, earning $1 billion in just 3 days. More than any book or Hollywood film. Okay, he talking his shit. Go ahead. 5 years later, Red Dead 2 took the second spot. But that latter also came with a great gear shift. While GTA saturated modern life with wacky characters, high octane and car chases and explosive gunfights, RDR 2 was hailed as one of the most realistic, immersive games to date, with a slower, more emotional tone suited to a storyline. Okay, that's cool. We already seen this. Why did I go through all these photos? They were just gonna show me this. I'm sorry. GTA 6 promises something in between the two. Okay, so they going from between GTA 5 and Red Dead 2. The open world game is set in the same fictionalized US that serves as the backdrop for the rest of the series, with all the weapons and supercars you'd expect. But the world is more grounded. Oh, so they going for a grounded feel for GTA 6. We ain't flying in no car, and we ain't got no jet on the bottom of the jet. I mean, a jet on the bottom of the dang on motorcycle. No oppressor, okay? And reactive than before. Gone are the days where you can traverse the city like a god. Oh, they said no more oppressor. You're not flying across the map that freaking fast. You're not going through here with missiles. You might have a jet, but you ain't going through here with no oppressor. That's dead. Ain't no Deluxo. That's dead. We on the ground. Oh! That's what we doing. Okay? Now y'all know that. Y'all know that. Don't. You know what I'm saying? We ain't. Ooh. We not doing that. We in the streets. Feel me? That's gonna be lit. All right. Now players' actions have consequences. Story-based. That's what they saying. What you do in the game matters, because that's going to affect your outcome. Not on some like choose ending A, B, C like they did with 5. More on some Red Dead Redemption type, where it's like, if you do this, because you did this, he might snake you out. Or because you did this, boom, boom, boom. I ain't realized that with Red Dead 2. So when I was doing a low honor playthrough, when I got spit on and all that stuff and that happened to me because I had a low honor playthrough, I didn't even know. I thought I was just doing whatever I want. I didn't know it affected me. That's good. Walk down the street with a rifle and the city will have something to say about it. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. I was walking down with that stick. And what? The games are converging on real life, and non-player NPCs are acting, well, less like NPCs than before. I said this! Wait, did I make a video on this yet? No, I didn't. I recorded the video. Damn it! This will go in my video. I was just making a video talking about this! Damn it. I think this might be smart. I don't think nobody did it yet. Acting well less like NPCs. For some gamers, there's a fear that GTA 6 will... What? For some gamers, there's a fear that what GTA 6 gains in immersion, it loses in the chaos and the anarchy. And that's been a part of the series. Okay, so they saying people scared that it's going to get too realistic with the gas. And, oh, I don't want to have to put gas in the car because it's going to mess up the... They're trying to be too realistic. But for Rockstar, the goal is to create a world of total immersion. So they say, man, you going to put that gas in that freaking car and you going to do what you're supposed to do. Which reacts more realistic than ever to what you choose to make of it. Which reacts more realistically than ever to what you choose to make of it, okay? We look back at our previous games with a critical eye and see where we want to evolve based on what we didn't do as well as we would have liked to. I'm saying, I just read it slow, but I know what you just said. Either because we didn't have the time, the resources, or the technological capabilities, or in the same cases, we just didn't do as well or consider as fully as we could have. Okay, so Nelson. A lot of what we do is very iterative. You know how people say, GTA 6 looks like Red Dead 3 or GTA 5.2 because they're iterating. Man, I said this in my video, man. Come on. I said this in my video. When I release this video, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put this in the video with the other video. Maybe. No, I'm not. It's going to be too long. We adjust a lot of things by feel and based on what's working and what isn't. We've seen that. She looked amazing. The story has evolved too, with higher stakes and characters and grounded in all aspects of the world they inhabit. Players step into the shoes of Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos, an ex-military drug runner and a fighter fresh out of prison, respectively. and can choose either to play as a couple. You can play as a couple or go off and cause chaos independently. Or you can she'll follow you. Hey baby, come on, let's go ride down. And she play with you. Or is it co-op? Or what does that mean? Or you could break up with her and get a new girlfriend. I don't know. This marks the first time that GTA has featured a playable couple in the lead role. They doing some new gameplay with them. I don't know how. I'm seeing it. Let me put it out there. What they doing is you're gonna be somehow be able to play both of them at the same time. I don't know how. They gonna do it, I think. Which makes some of the unique scenarios. Wait, hold on, what? Yeah. Which makes for some unique scenarios on the way to a job. For example, players can cruise along the highway as Jason or swap to Lucia in the passenger. Yes, there are working social media feeds. So you're gonna have Instagram, Insta Slam or something. Oh shit, chat, they got working social media in GTA 6. Oh my gosh. Yes, there are working social media feeds. What? Who started? I ain't never seen that word before. Satire take on 2020's American would be a what satire take on 2020's America would be complete without them. When the job inevitably goes wrong and spirals into a car chase, damn, they just spoil a piece. The fluid system enables players to take the wheel in one moment and then fires. I told you something like that. I told y'all, come on, fires on pursuers out the passenger window. And afterwards, when it's all blown over, they can skim across the waves as a jet ski, admire the Leonidas seascape, and leaping dolphins with their arms wrapped around their partner's waist. Pause. You will not see me on the back of Jason wrapping my arms around him. I'm a grown man. True romance like Jason and Lucia usually takes a backseat in GTA games, which, when it comes to the matter... Hey, they talking about bust downs. They talking about bust downs in GTA 6. When it comes to matters of love and bust downs are more commonly associated with strip clubs and underground bust down work. But GTA 6 is very consciously staged as Bonnie and Clyde type narrative, says Rupert Ramirez, whatever his name is, senior vice president of narrative at Rockstar. The trailers alone feature a slew of intimate cutscenes from Jason and Lucia on Fugitive Tale, which showcase the special attention that Rockstar art and technology teams have paid to how bodies look and feel. A hand on a rib cage, hips swinging on the back door, dance floor. For some gamers, the story might even serve as one of their earliest encounters with a romantic, albeit crime-ridden relationship, where their choices can have repercussions that cut much more deeper than Rockstar's previous titles or honor systems. So if you cheat on Lucia, she gonna feel some way and y'all gonna... Oh, shit. They're going crazy in GTA 6. Ooh, shit. Woo! Niggas got to be sneaky. Hey, Lucia ain't watching, right? And I think they're gonna be going crazier with the bust down scenes on GTA 6. Hey, y'all know what I got. Look what I got. Blur. When it get too crazy on GTA 6, your boy is blurring it. I'm not skipping it. I'm blurring it. Damn, y'all, they got full nudity in the game. So the thing we love about this medium is the way these characters aren't empty avatars that you can do whatever you want with. This story becomes a journey you share with them. Rob Nelson. Okay. Lucia is also the first fully fleshed out female lead in a mainline GTA game, before her protagonist all the way down dating back to 1999. GTA's debut featured a 50-50 split of male and female protagonists. GTA 5 drew criticisms for misogynistic themes and underdeveloped female characters, but this series has evolved and hopes to attract more female gamers. I mean, the girls be on that GTA though. They do be on it, but they just be riding around destroying stuff to its previous male-heavy player base. So they're trying to get the Huz in the GTA. Hey, hello Huz, join us. And Lucia and Jason, they have created characters with rich, complex identities while still leaving ample room for players to make to make them their own. The thing we love about this medium is the way these characters aren't empty avatars that you can do whatever you want with, says. The joy of GTA is much about what players do with the moments in between the story beats, though, and Rockstar offers what has been up till now as close to truest freedom as you're gonna get within these confines of a virtual world. We want to enable as much self-expression as possible, says Nelson, without losing the essence of the characters. Okay, instead of like a decision-based game, GTA finna take over the world. Take GTA 5's version of 2010's Los Angeles, for example. You could rampage through the streets with an assault rifle or a tank, or cruise by Pacific Ocean in an open-top car blasting Frank Ocean. When they do that, they have Frank Ocean in GTA? I don't know. Or even relax with a round of golf, where they too push things further. Between shootouts, the player controlled protagonists. Arthur Morgan could retreat into the wild to fish, hunt big game, and make a campfire under geographically accurate stars. Or lose time drinking and gambling in remote frontier towns. Come down out of the mountains a few in a game week later, and he has grown a long beard and a mane of hair. Invisibly lost some weight or gained it, depending on your skill with a bow and arrow. You gain weight depending on your skill with a bow and arrow? I ain't know that. I didn't know you gain weight. What? Or lost weight. I never did it. Bar fights, meanwhile, where you can leave them bruised or scarred. Okay. Cool photos. GTA 6 marks the return and expansion of these interactive systems. So they gonna have weight in GTA that you can gain and lose, that alter the protagonist's bodies. Food affects Jason. We getting weight! They listen to my video. They listen. Rockstar, listen to me. While exercising. Oh, wow. So you can affect Lucia's weight. Or what little skinny petite John. While exercising visually builds tones in their muscles. And if you end up spending a long time away from your bed on the run, so you gotta go to sleep now? On the run from the police or a multi-day bender, their features are going to pay the price. The effect is a bit like the picture of Dorian Gray. I don't know what that means. Only instead of your soul being recorded on a spooky painting in the attic, your habits and sins are written on the faces and the bodies of the game. So if I'm out there killing everybody as Jason, they gonna say, damn, Jason, you look crazy. Yeah, I've been wilding. Or like if you don't get no sleep, you're gonna get bags on your face. Okay. They wildin' with this one. I told you, Rockstar gonna do it again. All them niggas that was talking shit about GTA and Rockstar, don't switch up. Do not switch up. They gonna try to, whoa, no, I was just trolling. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. You was talking real shit. This kind of interactivity is unique to video games, shaping the virtual world and players' responses to it in turn, between visual feedback mechanisms, deep relationship mechanics, and the heightened realism of the world they inhabit. People might even think twice about going on the arcade-style rampages of GTA games gone by. Once they land on Leonardo, they switching it up. Vice City, the heart of GTA 6's Leonardo, is based on Miami, okay? This means players can expect encounters with virtual iterations of Florida Man. Who the freak is that? It's me. The cultural archetype that turned me known IRL for wrangling alligators, drunken antics, and literal Grand Theft Auto. But these outside characters are just one of the bizarre facets of the world, built with an open mind and a genuine appreciation and a deep curiosity. Toward the culture is based on, says GTA 6 game writer Michael Wifey. It's easy to go in with a cynical view and say, well, that's weird, but in the game. Oh, okay. He's saying it's easy to go with the cynical view and say, because that's what all they do. They like to hate. Well, that's weird. Put it in the game. But we couldn't just stop there. We have to bring a sense of discovery to players. Not just the repeat cliches that already exist. Do that requires years of ground exploration. So they was in Miami for this. Various groups of Rockstar employees have visited, I already told you, visited Miami and its surrounding areas over the last decade. And there's a dedicated research team, that first-hand context help us understand the visual markers and nuances that define identities we want to represent, explains Jamie Lee Lloyd, senior art director for characters, while filtering through the unique lenses of GTA and the stories we want to tell, okay? Who the freak is that? Humphreys agrees that these experiences are essential, and noting that the majority of the game characters are born out of this research. So these are based off archetypes of people or real people in GTA 6, which includes meeting real people who call the state home. Why they ain't meet me, bro? I live in Florida. We will meet with ex-criminals, law enforcement, club promoters, gun dealers. Dang. So everybody that was doing something they ain't supposed to be doing met with Rockstar. That boy's crazy. Gun dealers and anyone notorious or influential who would take calls. Damn, I wasn't influential, so they don't know me. He adds, we hang out, get a feeling for the place, listen to the stories, cross-reference with the books and journalism, and try to get to the heart of which characters will bring the city we're creating to life. Fuck. So they talking about her now. In GTA 6, this cast includes various criminals from old school drug runner Brian Hedger and the conspiracy-obsessed associate Kyle Hampton. To suave bank robber Rob Batista. Elsewhere, they be robbing banks in Miami, and that's crazy. The lines are blurrier. Vice City legend Booby Ike oversees a private empire, including the Jack of Hearts strip club, okay, a GTA staple, and a music studio, okay, overseen by the young opportunist Draquan Priest. We know about him, the Miami jerseys guy. We love Miami music, particularly Miami bass. Going through the more recent Miami artists like Kodak Black. Man, Kodak is not from Miami. I don't know. He's not from no. Is he? He from Pompano. It's straight though. And Sexy Red. So they gonna have Sexy Red and Kodak in the game. Okay, at least music wise. We're also really interested into how the hip hop scene in Miami exists. In-house parties and over-town clubs like Booty Trap. What the freak is a booty trap? On the river. And the high-end places on the South Beach where the bottles can cost thousands of dollars. We need characters who could take us through those worlds. In the years since the release of the last game, the music industry has witnessed a shift in focus towards female artists. We finna be in Miami throwing ass, okay? Represented in the game's Rising Stars, Real Dimes, whose journeys can be traced via in-game viral social media posts. All right, this is the last one. With characters like these anchored in a specific place and time, is the risk of the tipping back into reductive Miami parodies, especially given the game's long lifespan. If today we look back at GTA 5 hipster and geeky tech bros as a kind of 2010s time capsule, what kinds of cultural archetypes will we look back on? So they say another 13 years they're going to drop GTA 7. And will they remain true to how we experience them in present day? The artists, the writers, and developers at Rockstar are conscious of the tightrope, all right, they're walking. Take Stu Petrie, vice president of 2D UI design, who's overseen much of the careful world building in GTA 6, including the many in-game products, brands, shops, and campaigns that bear more than a passing resemblance to their real-life counterparts. Our vision is to build a vibrant, believable culture, he says, meaning that every brand, from fashion label to car company, has to feel like more than just one-off joke, as if it Oh, okay. That's what I was saying about the brands earlier. They got real deal brands. Someone's like, yeah, I got this from Gucci. Fuck. As if it actually exists and serves a real purpose in Leonardo's cultural ecosystem. So they might say, oh, you got that damn Skechers on or Letras on, like that's shitty type stuff. Okay. This is very interesting. I told y'all GTA 6 gonna be that, and that's why it's on my body. You know what I'm saying? These brands reflect aspirations, aesthetics, and lifestyles of the people that inhabit our world spaces. Drop into the game as Jason Lucia, and they come to reflect your inner life as well. Lending an extra layer of meaning to each haircut. Y'all know I'm gonna be clean. Or outfit's choice. Now, I'm gonna be clean on either spec. Like, Jason gonna be clean, and Lucia gonna be... Shit. Oh my gosh. Whoa! The potential to explore a diversity of cultures and lifestyles is partly why the series end up circling back to Vice City in the state of Leonidas. So they tell us why they went back to Miami in the first place. Nelson suggests Florida and Miami have perhaps one of the most diverse and interesting populations in the world. I ain't gonna lie, Miami is diverse. Where I live, no racial. It's a lot of white people here. And it's not like the type that's like, fuck with us black people or the other people. It's a little weird if I said, like, if you look downtown, there's a lot of white people walking down there. Yeah, not too much black. And they don't really mingle like that. Sometimes they do, but I swear they be moving mad weird. Mad weird. I don't know. And then like you go to the east side, like it's just all black dudes over there. Like and a little bit of the white. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a little weird. But when I went to Miami, like, man, bro, it's everybody over there, bro. They got everybody over there and everybody got money. It don't matter who it is, don't matter what color it is. Everybody got money. Everybody doing their own thing. It's a lot of Hispanics over there, and they got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to entrepreneurs. A lot of entrepreneurs there in Miami. Most of them was Hispanic. I don't think I met probably one white Hispanic. One white entrepreneur when I was at that student conference in Miami. So that's why I want to go to Miami as well. Because I know if I go there, I'm turning up. What? I'm running through the streets. Like, well, I might be a hot commodity. Here, they'll be fucking with us for real. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. That's why I mess with Miami too. Few know this better than Miami-based stylist Jillian Carr, who has worked with Rockstar since 2023, designing an in-game fashion ecosystem. So they got an in-game fashion ecosystem, meaning like you really do got brands like what you got on right now. Boy, hey, no, you got that cheap stuff on. Wait, watch out. You not clean, but that's that knockoff. Like what? Okay. Nah, that'd be crazy. Imagine if people get on detail online, they talk about your fit. I ain't gonna lie, you shitty gang. What's that brand you got? Pacini? Watch out. That's what I did to Booby when he wore that shirt. I was like, boy, slow down, you little child. What am I doing, chat? Where am I at? That aims to reflect all the nuances of taste, lifestyle, and affluence and individuality that are displayed in the city and in America as a whole. Vice City is built around vanity, says Carr. Between social media, Celebrity culture and constant flows of tourists. Appearances carry significant weight. True. And trends cycle turnover quickly. This brings us back to the background. NPCs, young and old, tall or short, tattooed. They're gonna have short people. Tattooed, pierced, or modified with plastic surgery. You have plastic surgery in GTA 6. Y'all clapping the BBL Demons chat? Not me, chat. Nah. I'm going natural. Wearing throwback Hawaiian shirts, sharp suits, luxury fashion, or muddy combat gear. I'm in the combat gear for sure, shooting. The bodies and clothes of the virtual masses are also far more varied than in previous games and more tailored to their local environments, from Vice City's Little Cuba to the wilderness of Mount Calaca National Park. To bring that diversity to an end game, we developed new tools and pipelines that enable us to build the most detailed and varied character population we've ever created, says Lloyd. But ultimately, he adds, making the population feel authentic comes from more than appearance alone. It's the combination of how a character looks, moves, interacts, and expresses themselves, brought together through collaborations across multiple teams. Wi-Fi hopes that all of these systems work together, deliver a landscape that players feel they've been dropped into and are made endless roam around in. Okay, this is the last piece. To pull off the technical and cultural feats required to build a world of the scale, depth, and interactivity of GTA 6, the Rockstar team has doubled in size since the release of Red Dead 2. Offices around the world, with one branch in LA dedicated to almost solely to the world of in-game pedestrians. They got a whole studio designed just for the, not studio, but an office just for the pedestrians. More than 50 real street artists were brought to design murals in places like Vice City Stockyard, based on Wynwood, Miami. The team that deals with the vehicle handling is made up of literal car race drivers. Okay, they're doing their biggest. Don't play with them. Again, it all adds up a lot of pressure, and not only because the investment of time, money, and effort is on par with several wonders. Oh, what the several wonders of the world? Talking about like Pyramid of Giza, whatever. At the time, at the time of writing, there's an online rumor that the game costs more to build. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. The game costs more to build than the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. But also because if all goes well, this is a work of art that people could spend the next decade with at least. I told y'all that. It's a lot of pressure internally and externally, but that pressure is ultimately a privilege we know we are first fortunate to have, says Nelson. All we want to do is deliver for our audience. Well, this story is taken from, I might buy this magazine, chat. This is pretty cool. Shout out to GTA 6, shout out to the boys at Rockstar. They don't outdate themselves. Well, chat, that's it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Catch you in the next one. Peace.